Hello everyone, welcome to the IAS Mentor Ancient History series. So far we have completed 5 chapters. Up to Mauryan period we have finished. Now we are entering into 6th chapter, that is Post-Mauryan Empire. So far whatever happened in our ancient history, those details are going to continue even during this time period also. Some more elements will come and add to it. When it comes to mains examination, if question is about explain social conditions in ancient time period, so that means whatever happened so far, that is going to be relevant, and up to Gupta time period you have to narrate. If it is about explain about art and culture development since ancient, means again same story. With respect to prelims point of view, some specific developments or some people, places, some books, whatever monuments that developed during specifically this time period, you have to remember. But when it comes to mains examination, ancient time period developments, whether it is economic life, social life, religious life, art and culture life, science and technology, whatever you already knew till Mauryan time period, it's relevant, and just some more elements will come from this chapter and the next chapter, that is Gupta period. So with the Gupta period, we are going to end ancient history. So that means almost we are getting close to finishing ancient India. Again, as usual, in this chapter also we will study political history, economic history, social, religious, art and culture, and science and technology. This particular chapter is very unique in the sense, politically this period divided. Divided means so many kingdoms. But very interesting element about this chapter is, generally if politically divided means, economically it should be one of the poorest time periods. Naturally, whenever centralized administration is there, that time economy flourish. Very interesting element about our past during this chapter is, politically divided but economically one of the most flourishing time periods. That is why very interesting development has taken place in our past. Let us see how it happened and who are the different political people or the rulers of this time period. As usual, we always start with Indian subcontinent map. What is the time period here we are discussing? Means 200 BC to 300 CE. This is what? How many years? 500 years. This is also another significant element. 500 years we are going to study as part of post-Mauryan period. Why? We are considering Mauryan age as one of the important periods where centralized administration or political unity is there. After so many centuries, during Gupta period, once again we see unity, political unity. Political unity, political unity. That's why in our historical classification of chapters also, whenever centralized administration comes, that particular period or particular dynasty is given more importance. Chapter names also come based on that particular dynasty. And now you see this, we are not calling any specific dynasty, Mauryan single dynasty, Gupta single dynasty, but we are not calling with any single dynasty name. We are calling post-Mauryan only. Again, we are referring to Mauryan period. It shows how important we are giving to political unity. However, during this time period, lot of developments have taken place. British historians called this period as dark period because no political unity, disintegration, continuous wars and battles, many invasions also have taken place. But when it comes to economic history, one of the brightest periods. This is why. The beginning of golden period, generally Gupta period is called golden period because largest number of gold coins were given. Largest number of gold, it itself is a prelims question. Try to remember this. Largest number of gold coins are given during Gupta time period. In archaeological survey, archaeological evidence, excavations, lot of gold coins came out which belong to Gupta time period. But do you think such kind of prosperity happen all of a sudden? No. The foundation for that golden period comes from this time period. In fact, even though Guptas have given largest number of gold coins, but the purest gold coins come from this time period. Purest gold coins. Now, do you see this itself is having a important prelims question. Golden age or largest number of gold coins come from which time period? Gupta time period. But the purest form of gold coins given by any dynasty means that is a post-Mauryan dynasty, that is Kushana dynasty. Getting this? Political unity? Political unity. There is no political unity. Despite that, it is one of the brightest periods. Purest gold coins also come from this time period. But if you take political history, political unity as the reference, the British historians called this as a dark period, because in European experience, whenever there was no centralized government, not like Greeks or not like Roman Empire, they used to call their history as a dark period. They used to impose on us as well. Given this, so time period wise 500 years. In this 500 years, so many political dynasties ruled country. What are they? Now, this map contains so many prelims questions. This is Indian subcontinent. Most of Indian subcontinent ruled by Mauryans. Now, first concept which we have to understood is what are the causes for decline of Mauryan Empire. Why? When it was such a powerful one, when economy is flourishing, when people like Chanakya, who is known for advising the kings in the best possible manner, even today also we are taking the reference of Chanakya, how to maintain the system. Despite such kind of people, why it disintegrated? Causes for decline of Mauryan Empire. These causes is like a framework for you. Whether it is Gupta Empire, what are the causes for decline of Gupta Empire? Whatever we are going to discuss, same answer only. What are the causes for decline of Delhi Sultanate Empire? Same answer only. What are the factors for decline of Mughal dynasty? Same answer. Decline of Maratha Empire? Same answer. Any empire. We are discussing in the context of Mauryan Empire, but points are similar for any kind of empire. Suppose even today, we are this much country. If we disintegrate today, again causes are going to be the similar. That's why we are studying it, so that we will not repeat the same mistakes. What is the capital of Mauryan Empire? Pataliputra. Pataliputra. What is the nature of administration? Centralized administration. Now, if the administration is centralized, what is the nature of bureaucracy? Bureaucracy must be very strong. It was controlling all the directions. All 4 directions it is ruling. Bureaucracy is very strong bureaucracy. Empire is very big empire. Do you think any weak personality can administer this much big empire? Weak administrator means any ruler had to control this bureaucracy. Ministers, tax collection, law and order issue. Then the feudal elements will be there who wants to become independent kingdoms. Now, Only strong rulers or strong administrator can handle all these things. There will be corruption in bureaucracy. You have to give the justice to the people. If there is no justice to the people, people will revolt. You can see how many things are there. If you are monarch, a strong monarch is expected. Arthashastra also mentions a strong monarch always must be alert, always must be just. Otherwise, people will revolt. If you are a weak person, your own ministers, your own bureaucrats take advantage of it and they will start becoming more corrupt and they will start disintegrating from you. So, a monarch must be very powerful. Then only ministers listen to you. Bureaucrats, they do their work. Bureaucrats. Then feudal elements. If someone wants to become independent, if there is strong monarch, they will not create disturbances. And that powerful ruler always be just, so that the people will not revolt. Now, these are the characteristics of a strong monarch. After Ashoka, Chandragupta Maurya managed like this, Bindusara managed like this, Ashoka also managed like this, but after Ashoka, gradually weak rulers started emerging. Now, the moment weak rulers comes, the feudal elements, now you see how. Feudal lords declare independence. Consider that now Raja is very weak. Gradually what they do? They will start declaring or behaving independently. If king is not that much interested in state affairs, kings are enjoying their luxurious lavish life in royal palaces, royal harems. Now they will not have this much idea what is going to happen to their empire. Now gradually they create their own kingdom. Now even if king knows that there is something happening, disintegration, let us go and bring back this territory once again to the central control. How a king can do? King has to use military. What if military bureaucracy itself is a corrupt one? That is where another element is corruption. Now do you see, if corruption is there in the country, what kind of danger is going to take place? One of the reasons for Mauryan Empire decline is feudal lords declare independence, corruption in the bureaucracy, ministerial level, and monarchs are not able to manage this one. So weak monarch. So weak successors. I will write one by one. So number one, weak successors. Because of this only, all other weaknesses becomes very strong. Weak successors after Ashoka. Next one. Corruption is there. And now when corruption is there, can they collect the taxes and pause everything? Do they distribute or give it to the treasury? The bureaucrats who are collecting the tax, they will not deposit in the treasury of the state, and rather they use for their personal purpose. That's why now the moment that cycle disturbs, if treasury do not get sufficient money, then they cannot give salaries to the bureaucrats properly, and bureaucrats will become more corrupt. Military cannot be modernized because budget will not go to the military to upgrade. Then military becomes outdated. As a result, entire department after department will start collapsing. That's the reason starting from financial crisis. So when it comes to weak successors, bureaucracy becomes more corrupt, then system will not function efficiently. If efficiency not there in the empire, financial crisis will come. Now, once again, it will further weaken the successors, further corruption perpetuates, and further financial weakness. Third one, rise of feudal lords. Rise of feudal lords. Now, when your own officers are not listening, when your economic condition is weak, when you are not able to handle on your own, now what will happen? That is the right time for the neighbors to come and attack you. Foreign invasions. Foreign invasions. Now, could you apply all these points? Don't you think relevant even for today also? If India faces any kind of external threat, whether it is China, Pakistan, USA or anything, or during British time period, when Mughal Empire was there, when Mughal same condition, that is why British took advantage and they started ruling India. Weak Mughal successors, financial crisis due to corruption in the Mughal bureaucracy, rise of feudal lords. That's why so many small kingdoms emerged. It became easy for the British to conquer one by one. Then foreign invasion, British took advantage. French, English, Dutch, these are the one. Europeans started fighting to control India. Finally, British became successful. That's why. This is the reason exactly why we are studying our history, so that we will not commit a similar kind of mistakes as long as we are living. This is why. Now, who are the foreign invasions means? Now you see this. This itself is a prelims question. One after the other, different invasions take place. Already during Chandragupta Maurya time period, here Greeks are there. Greeks, after Alexander death, Alexander died. This area came under Seleucus Nicator. Chandragupta Maurya fought Khyber Pass. What is this region? Takshila. Takshila is known for important education centers also. Takshila University. What is this region? Gandhara. What is the pass here? Khyber Pass. Now, do you think when this kind of scenario is going on, can they protect Khyber Pass here? They cannot. That's where whoever ruling here, they will start taking advantage. Now, what is the advantage? When they enter into this area, this is a fertile Indus River, fertile Gangetic Valley. If a weak ruler is there, a weak ruler may not know how to use this, but a very intelligent foreign invader may know. After capturing this, they will start collecting the taxes very ruthlessly. That is how, when this area is rich, it always attracts any area, whatever area is rich, always attracts invasions. Now, Greeks wanted to expand into this empire. Now, when Greeks are like this is creating a trouble now. Now, army had to fight here. Now, if army is not getting sufficient funds, moral support from the capital, gradually army is going to collapse. Meanwhile, like Greeks are creating trouble to these people and to these people, from Central Asia, a set of people called Shakas, they were trying to move downward from Central Asia. So, Greeks first, second one, Shakas. Now, on top of Shakas, new people called Kushanas, Central Asian. Kushanas and Shakas from Central Asia, Greeks from Europe region. Meanwhile, in this region, Parthians, these were the Iranian people, they gradually displacing the Greeks and they were also becoming successful or strong in this region. Once again, like you remember, like Achaemenid Empire is going to expand towards northwestern part. Now, after some time, Parthians also wanted to expand their empire like this. Overall, Greeks, Shakas, Kushanas. When it comes to the sequence also, Greeks enter here, Shakas enter here this side, and Kushanas. If you consider the sequence in this region, Greeks, Shakas and Kushanas. And when these people were ruling, Parthian emergence also takes place. They will also try to come towards this side. But the impact of Parthians is limited, but Greeks, Shakas and Kushanas impact was more. In this way, one after the other foreign invasions also take place by breaching Khyber Pass. And now what will happen all of a sudden? It is going to, this area is going to into the hands of these people. This area comes into the hand of one feudal lord. The capital itself, now, if weak monarchs are there, they are now under the threat. Their own bureaucracy is going to replace them. In this circumstance also, Commander-in-Chief, Mauryan Commander-in-Chief, Name is Pushyamitra Shunga. Name is Pushyamitra Shunga. He was the commander-in-chief. Now, given the circumstance, law and order issue, foreign invasions, bureaucracy, corruption, when feudal lords are trying to create their own kingdom, it becomes very pressure for the army to manage all this. And one day, Pushyamitra Shunga himself killed king for his inefficiency. In this way, Pushyamitra Shunga kills last Mauryan ruler called Brihadrada. Last Mauryan ruler called Brihadrada. He was replaced by a new person called Pushyamitra Shunga. He declared himself as the next monarch. In this way, he will start his own dynasty called Shunga dynasty. So this is how Shunga dynasty will emerge. Alright. Now, if I show you this, identify this one. This is how after Mauryan Empire disintegrates, Shunga Empire. In Greco-Bactrian kingdom, identify this one. These are the Greeks who are controlling this region. Now they are going to enter into this area. Now conflict is going to emerge now, this side and this side. Shunga Empire, this side. Shatavahanas were feudal lords of Mauryans. They declare independence here. Shatavahanas will emerge. Now, you can see after some time, Shakas will come here, and after Shakas, Kushanas. Identify this one. Kushana Empire, how much big? Kushanas, Shatavahanas, Western Kshatrapas, also called Shakas. In this region, Shungas are going to rule. If you come downward, Chola, Pandya, Chera, three Sangam kingdoms were there. During Ashoka time period itself, they were there. Ashoka inscription also mentioned. Ashoka also mentioned about Chola, Pandya. He mentioned Kerala Putras and Satyaputras. Now, a new kind of kingdom called Chera. So, probably Kerala Putras, probably Cheras. By post-Mauryan time period, Chola, Pandya, Cheras are going to rule this territory. So, in this way, here Satavahanas, Chola, Pandya, Cheras this side, Shungas this side, Greeks this side, and after some time Shakas, and after some time Kushanas, for some time Parthians. In this way, political development is going to take place in post-Mauryan time period. So, after the decline of Mauryan Empire, this is how. If we see Pushyamitra, Shunga, identify the timeline. He is considered as the one Pushyamitra Shunga. During his time period, some developments have taken place. What is the time period here? Identify. Timeline is 185 to 149 BC. So, up to 185, Mauryan Empire, Brihadrada Maurya. Brihadrada was killed by Pushyamitra Shunga. Brihadrada Maurya replaced by Pushyamitra Shunga. So, all right. Now, from the prelims point of view, number one, identify this. How many questions are going to come? Sequence you see, Greeks, Shakas, Kushanas. What is this region? Northwestern is more sensitive one. Khyber Pass, Takshila region. Takshila means which region? Gandhara. Takshila is known for great university. Now, all these areas are now gradually going to see churning of foreign element. Indian culture plus foreign culture. A unique mix is going to emerge in this area. Identify this. Another one. Shungas. Which dynasty replaced Mauryans? Shungas. Then one of the important feudatories of Mauryans who declared independence in Deccan, Shatavahanas. What are the three kingdoms in the deep south? Chola, Pandya, Chera. They were there since Mauryan time period. Maurya, Ashoka do not want to expand militarily. He followed Dhamma peaceful policy. They continue to flourish. Now in post-Mauryan time period, they are going to become one of the important political players in Indian history. These are different factors for decline of Mauryan Empire and rise of different kingdoms in post-Mauryan time period. So when it comes to political history of post-Mauryan time period, we have to see in multiple phases. So we cannot complete entire political history of post-Mauryan in one go. So consider this as part 1. Now in part 2, we have to see each and every kingdom, because Shunga themselves contributed. Shatavahanas themselves contributed for, Greeks contributed certain things for Indian history, Kushanas contributed. So again in each and every dynasty, we will get like Shatavahana political history, their economy, their society, their religious, their art and culture, their science and technology, like that. But we will not go in those details, because anyway we are going to overall comprehensively about entire Indian context also we are going to study. That's why we will study most important facts that are relevant for the prelims examination, because this part post-Mauryan time period is very, very important for the prelims point of view. In 1 year, there were 6 questions in ancient India. Out of them, 3 questions from this only. That means 50% of ancient history questions came from this single chapter. So, very important chapter. Be very careful in following this chapter. Very, very important. Multiple facts are going to come. One after the other, we will try to analyze very smooth manner. In this video, till here, we have discussed causes for decline of Mauryan Empire, emergence of various kingdoms. Remember some of the facts. When it comes to practice, identify this one. See, this is how questions will come. Already it was asked. With reference to the invaders in ancient India, which one of the following is the correct chronological order? Greek, Shaka, Kushana, Greek, Kushana, Shakas. Answer this in the comment box. In which one of the following regions was Takshila, which flourished as a prominent education center? In which of the following regions? Takshila is located in Andhra region, Gandhara region, Kalinga region, Magadha region. Okay, all right, you answer this question. In this way, we will try to move one after the other. Thank you very much. One small announcement, I have already started history optional mentorship program. Whoever interested in history optional, you can connect with the IAS mentor. I will give daily targets to you. You have to write the answers and I will evaluate and guide you. Within 4 months, 3.5 to 4 months, you can finish entire history. If you follow in disciplined manner, in 4 months, you can practice mains related history optional questions which I am going to give you. All right. Thank you very much.